or something with more sustain, because that is the idea, and all it will be. It's going to be the Arlets a bit more flexible, more ways to influence a team fight when it comes to utility, when it comes to engage, but at Phobius.
Mutate the White Tigers, but the Rebellions, or the Blue Bulls, in their way, stand strong. Here we open today's matches, Rebellion Esports against EVOS Glory in game number 1.
As we get into the game, honestly, I have to be honest here. I actually really like Rebellion's draft, right? This is very similar to the draft they utilize to beat Bigatron Alpha in game 2. Just a lot of aggression coming in and a lot of crowd control too. And if they can really win out on the side lanes with a Roger, with a Phobia, strong laners right here, they can kind of influence the whole map altogether. And we've seen how decisive lane pressure can be. Even with a winning teamfight composition, if your lanes just keep getting pushed without control, it's hard to really get any kind of momentum going into the rotations. Emblems here by IndieHome showing that for the Phobias and the Edith, tankiness is the name of the game right there. With a Quantum Charge for X-Win, he wants to have that extra bit of sustain and also maneuverability to try and make plays happen later on, maybe in the Primal Wrath form, or just to chase down in the normal form. As Matt and Nadco, Tenacity for the Moskov, Master Assassin for that Roger. So Matt is having that aggressive style, but look at Nadco, man, winning in some of these trades, the sidestepping most of that damage coming through.
Yeah, Viola though in the wrong neighborhood this time. Dreams looking to engage on him.
Ooh,
he's gonna be fine. Yeah, still fine. That CC immune also not letting Dreams just eject him out into the hands of EVOS Glory.
It's back to the waiting game immediately yet again for both junglers. The fact that for EVOS they have a jaw hand, they haven't really been using it to really allow Annabelle to get a clear advantage or even an invade advantage. Even though he has that extra shield and extra playmaking ability, he's not really winning out when it comes to pressure if you compare him to X-Win.
And you would argue that from EVOS Glory, they do also have a lot of that self-peel, and that Benedetta will have some troubles, but here we go, the onwards.
Good on run, Earth Shatter, now Ryota not winning on the retro battle. It's going to be Annabelle who wins it out. Ryota caught by Fluffy, who has the vengeance. Eye for a knife, final slash time to perfection from Fluffy! And he goes in for more. X-Win is next cars, but be forced to go in with the vengeance. Now the Infernal Pursuit as well. That's the Dominator's Ascent going out to Annabelle. Good immobilization, good usage of the enhanced sword to escape Fluffy. Vengeance again to reset, and that's a triple! It might as well be a maniac for Fluffy, but Klopkun takes it away from him. 4-0 to the White Tigers.
The White Tigers pounce first, and they feast on the blue Raging Bulls, their horns shattered in that team fight.
It was the early aggression they tried to pull off, but Rebellion could not get it going. Even now, X-Win can't really get his hands on Nadco. Way too aware for that to happen. But in a drawn-out fight, you would think that with the Primal Wrath, with the Phobias, there's more ways for Rebellion to win it out. Even with the Zask, they can output the damage more regularly, more continuously compared to the Vexana. But EVOS did a great job stuttering it, right? Going back and forth, waiting for when their skills are off cooldown to really go for the decisive moments. And Fluffy, man, on an aggressive hero. EXP laners on an aggressive hero. That seems to be the pattern that really is finding so much success in MPL ID Season 14.
And I would take a look at the talent predictions by the new application GoPay. Only all over in the Indonesian desk kind of votes for Rebellion Esports, but the remaining casters here, unanimous in voting for EVOS Glory, either 2-0 or 2-1. And EVOS Glory, they always assert their dominance in the early game, and this time it's no difference. And of course, Naito Mea, now a streamer for EVOS Glory, over there watching this game.
As Bude mentions, the assassin of EVOS.
The assassin.
Naito Mea, back at it. Clearly analyzing a lot here and giving us finally the hello on the stream.
Yeah.
Looking forward to his team's performance here, definitely, with anxious hopes. But for Dreams, he's being very active right here, and he's doing a great job really matching the Edith presence. Look at that Fluffy though.
Decided to go in with the Infernal Pursuit. Fluffy, but he has those 2 kills. X-Men with the armor cancel down. Annabelle getting a whole lot of peel in the end. Sword to escape too. Getting a kill on his way out.
There was a pick-off play attempt coming in from X-Win. Unfortunately, though, it's on one of the main frontliners, right? If he doesn't really get his hands on Nadco, Klopkun, or Annabelle, I feel like Annabelle and Klopkun will burst him down like we saw earlier, right? He got his hands onto Dreams, onto Fluffy, but unless the damage dealers are the ones kind of stalled, kind of knocked up, or stunned up, they're gonna do a lot of burst damage immediately to that front line. So unless X-Win can get some more magical defense, he can't really attempt plays like that. Not safely, anyhow.
Yeah, and that's the problem, right? Because EVOS Glory, they have a lot of healing tools. The Final Slash, the Eternal Guard, and even the Empowered Chains or whatever it is coming in from Julian. Will this be a struggling, approach coming in from Ryota as the Benedetta? Because again, you have to kind of dive into the backline. How does the Benedetta fare off, when you talk about backline access in this fight?
Especially with the Moskov in the picture, it's going to be a bit more difficult. And even if he does time a very amazing eye for an eye, there's just so many tools, right? Fluffy can stun him up, Annabelle can do so, Dreams and Clockwood all have crowd control tools. And we talked about the advantage of spammable crowd control. Fluffy, though, in a 1v2.
He has a flicker, doesn't even need to use it. Fluffy.
Wow. Elusive.
Slippery, bottom lane, Matt dealing some damage, but Natko showing that the spears hurt more than those claws of the Lycan.
Again, fleet footwork coming in from Fluffy, and Natko bottom lane has been able to kind of win out the trades, and you would argue that it's not going to be, a stagnant lane. But again, the Moskov does win out on these fights until Roger does get the 2 items. And now Ryota up top, 1v1 against Annabelle. It's not going to be an assassination opening.
Both of them backing away as Clockwood spots in X-Win right there. Remembers to defend, but look at the mid lane, the Fluffy.
Oh no, this is the negative of the Phobius. Once you go in, you can only go deeper. Cars picked off 0, 2, and 0 now.
It's an ambitious rotation coming in from Cars to try and use the Phobius early game power, but he needs backup to do so. The fact that things were just happening, whoa, Dreams, 1v1 against X-Win, a lot more damage available to that Jawhead, man. This was what made the Jawhead so meta back then. In the 1v1 roam contest, he just wins out, and look at X-Win just feeling the pressure, and the turrets start falling here for EVOS.
Yeah, the smart missiles doing heavy work for Dreams, able to just kind of push away the roamer from Rebellion Esports, and Annabelle uncontested, getting a turtle up top. And of course for EVOS Glory, 6-0, this is such a flying start, considering that they are labeled that aggressive approach when it comes to Age drafting them these heroes. They have to play aggressively. This time, they're playing it much more safer. They're playing for their timings, they're playing for their spikes, and EVOS Glory 6-0. They're looking to just punish Matt down bottom, but this could be a huge fight happening soon.
Oh man, you can see that Jawhead just lingering around. The fact that he just walked up, now Rebellion are forced back, shows you just how much pressure they have. And even here in the mid lane, Annabelle can do as he pleases.
The mobility of the Julian used very well, not just for ganking, to just go and clear out the jungle, but also to clear out the lanes almost immediately. And it's just allowing the rest of the team of EVOS to just roam around. They don't really require the burst coming in from the Julian just yet. They want to give Annabelle that farming pressure so he can win out on the retro battles. And it's working out, right? EVOS are getting more pressure across the map, and Annabelle with the level advantage, it's not even close, man. Ryota having his buff stolen from right below his nose.
Oh, just yoinked it right from the clutches of Ryota, and Clockwood has that winner crown this time. Of course, a much more defensive approach. He needs that second life and second opportunity to just survive. And now Annabelle just strolling around his own jungle.
And Rashi, it's the same pattern again for Rebellion. Remember their game against Bigatron, game 1. What was the problem there? They are always just reacting to the plays. They need a game to warm up, it seems, And we're seeing that again, game 1. They are just reacting to all the plays despite having a composition that should be able to look for something on the map. They have a winning matchup in the gold lane, but they haven't used it at all.
They have a winning matchup in multiple lanes. This is an early game composition by all means. With the Roger, with the Benedetta, all the heroes on the side of EVOS are going to scale better. The Moskov in the late game, the Julian, the Vexana as well. But even though they have all this early game presence, it's like that first play that didn't work out in their favor immediately discourages any kind of play attempt from the rest of the team afterwards, after all. And look at his final slash, though.
Oh, Cars. He's going to survive. Still okay. Just a taunt coming in from Fluffy. Now this Lord, I feel like Rebellion Esports, they will have to contest this. Of course, they have their items this time for them, and Dreams will open up the poke towards it. X-Win just waiting in the wings. Maybe, just maybe could look for one toss behind and just win out the advantage, but still, Dreams is much more stronger when you want to just contest that fight as the roamer starts popping the conceal. They're looking for Fluffy. Fluffy final slash.
Final slash whiffed there. Rebellion still can't do anything about it though, because this is a 4v5. EVOS don't want to fight. The fight is a bonus for them. They'll have the Moskov pushing up the wave, and then as Roger walks up, Natko now
can actually look to participate in the fight. Annabelle's already on it.
Yeah, again, a game of tug of war. Just for Natco to just run around. Dreams coming in.
Whoa, good Dominator Descent coming down. Spear Destruction as
The
well.
spear?
Right there, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to take it. Dreams able to disengage Ryota! Diving under the turret now. Escaping. Good eye for a 9 to escape from the turret shot. Fluffy with a vengeance with a reset as well. Rebellion leader to play right now is Fluffy. Go back and forth. Matt Light could pounce. Ryota still there. Natco doesn't decide to push in, and Rebellion finally signs of life.
It was a disrespectful approach coming in from EVOS, using the unstoppable force to just randomly go at X-Win. That is just not the target you want. Ryota found an opening, goes in the backline, and despite all the crowd control we've been talking about, he finds 2. And now Annabelle gets knocked up, tries to make a play, knowing he has level 15, but can he yet do it though?
Forced to use the enhanced sword. It should be free for Rebellion. Ryota picks it up. Doesn't even need the rectory. Annabelle gonna be caught. Has the enhanced sword to escape. Dreams still there. Oh, Natco able to walk up forward. Now gets caught by the vengeance. Flickers out to save the X-Win. Just needs one more shot. It's ticking. Electric shot's not available. Not ready. X-Win gets flung back towards the team. And gets caught by those missiles on the jawhead.
Oof. The Blue Bulls raging again, showing signs of life, but this time they have been way too aggressive to address Natco. And luckily, he's still able to survive in that final blast coming in from X-Win.
Natco was just beating on cars with the Vengeance active, taking a lot of damage himself. Let's take a look at some of the equipment though. I was about to highlight this earlier, but if you look at the front lines for EVOS, they have the Radiant armor. They know that for the most part, it's either a full-on card control backed engage, or hang on a minute, Natco,
you don't have Flicker. Brother man, Natco, what was that? Matt just walks up with a Lycan pounce. And now the final blow into the back, full dive in front of Pursuit. Dreams cannot handle the damage, it's zapping him down. Matt gets the last shot. Matt gets a double. Matt going wild in the back together with Cars X-Win. Getting the onward Fluffy locked down. The final slash canceled twice. The immortality down into Wipeout. That's why we call them the Raging Bulls.
The Blue Bulls rage and charge through the White Tigers. And this time it feels like they're going to turn around the game. The minions are there, and they're trying to take down the turret, but I don't think they can end. Natco is here. Will he pay for his sins?
Uh-oh. Cars setting up the shots right now. They should just go for the base. And they will do it. They don't care. The Tigers. What is Natco? The King MATT.
Devastation, agony, tension, and heartbreak. EVOS Glory were clawing their way into winning game number 1. They were everywhere, but Rebellion Esports capitalizing on one single mistake. And one single mistake is all it took into winning this